When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Duke's offense will have the first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks the tackle. Looking for room at the 30. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back, get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Rushes on him. Got his man. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll start this drive firing. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Dukes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second and very short here for the offense. Wants to go up top. He's going to let it go. Brings it down on the right side. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Pushes toward the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pushes ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, third down, you were very unsuccessful. It's fourth down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this fourth down and get this touchdown?
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And the Dukes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Split backs here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the pressure. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time.
There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Under fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off play action on first down. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets pass out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Caught in the backfield, it's Moncrief. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Grab behind the line. It's Moncrief. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Keeps it on the bootleg. Dumps it off in the flats. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown! short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fakes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're setting up the screen. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Swings it out to his running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. blocker there saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in a hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They just keep firing. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got it set up on the outside. And he was pushing stopped him at the 2.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, you love safeties that have all the tools in their toolbox. This guy can cover, this guy can tackle. He can also rush the passer. Wow.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Breaks into the open. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. Got a little space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy. Running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to go up top. And he's going to score. Touchdown, James Madison. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw him to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of it.
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They boot it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Dukes! And that one will give him the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Gibson on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Off play action.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simpson. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the out.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And, man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Okay, so I thought they might go for it here. Instead, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is now back down to 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark that this team needs. They're trailing by just 4 to Baylor.
Quick handoff.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the returner will be dragged down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
With the catch, it's Moncrief. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The throw. Finds his back in the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive with a pass. The quick out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the